Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Lil Mel Detector, the GOAT, and today we're going to be talking about TrueUnderDawg's latest video, the end of Mortal Kombat 1, in parentheses, seriously, we gotta add emphasis so we know it's true. For the ill-initiated, TrueUnderdawg is a Mortal Kombat YouTuber who is a shill and especially defends Mortal Kombat 1 with every fiber of his being. He's a shill. If y'all don't know what a shill is, it's someone who's basically paid out by NetherRealm to say, buy the game, support the dev team, don't ask questions, and don't have your own opinions, alright? You have to be positive, and I hate that. So in his latest video, he's defending his sugar daddy, Big D Daddy Ed Boon for 11 minutes straight, and we're gonna go in, we're gonna analyze, alright? Observe. So the first out of his 4 talking points is that the game is not a failure because it sold well. Here's the clip.
Try to gaslight you. They're gonna say the game was a failure, which is objectively untrue, because despite being banned in several large countries and only being playable on next-gen consoles, Mortal Kombat 1 still sold the best, and that's not a failure regardless of how you want to spin it. Even 19 months later, the game was still being downloaded by tons of players.
Alright, so he's basically saying, oh yeah, despite everything, it still, and I quote, sold the best. Yet if you do this thing called a 2-second fucking Google search, that immediately is thrown out the window. Mortal Kombat 1 has sold over 5 million copies. Okay, but if you look at Mortal Kombat 11 on Wikipedia, it says 15 million copies worldwide. Sold the best. Really? Really sold the best? It sold 1/3 of Mortal Kombat 11 sales. 1/3. No, it did not sell the best. So the next point he has is that it was, and I quote, not ended early. Let's take a look.
Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 11 got support for about the same amount of time, give or take a couple of months. The game was not ended super early, that's a flat out lie.
I don't even need to explain this one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He's saying that claims about the game being ended super early is a flat out lie. Hey, remember when Ed Boon once tweeted on Twitter, and I quote, MK11 support was the longest we've supported a game. Next game, referring to Mortal Kombat 1, should be even longer. Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1 both lasted roughly 2 years. Roughly, that's being generous. They both lasted the same amount of time when Ed Boon said that he was going to support it longer. And here's the video interview for y'all who still don't believe me.
We were pretty sure when we launched Mortal Kombat 1 that we were going to be doing years of content, and so this is year 2.
He said he was going to support the game for years of content. That was to sell people the game. That was to convince people, hey, we're going to have a lot of support for a long time, so you should totally buy our game. That was his way of trying to sell it to people. He already had people's money, people already bought the game and believed him, and he did not follow through. Okay, Ed Boon made a claim and did not follow through. Yes, he lied. Let's call it for what it is. And the game was ended early. Alright, well, let's be truthful here. Come on. So his third point, and probably the worst, is that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the reason Mortal Kombat 1 was getting ended early. Now, that makes absolutely no sense, but I'll roll the clip.
That's right, this one game might be responsible for all the nonsense that WB Games is going through right now, or at least it's one of the biggest reasons. It even got the Wonder Woman game canceled, which fans are gonna be angry about for a long time, because man, that sucks. The Sushi Squad game, along with maybe a couple other games that WB invested money in, is the real reason Mortal Kombat 1 is ending.
I had a brain aneurysm just simply trying to make sense of this, but I'm gonna try. So he's basically just saying that Suicide Squad sold so bad and lost WB so much money that WB could not fund Mortal Kombat 1, and that's the reason Mortal Kombat 1 is ending. First of all, I just want to say that's not true. No, money is not the problem. If the game sold as well as you said it would earlier in your video, then money would not be the problem, alright? Then if we're going by what you said, which is wrong, but let's say for your sake, you're right, which you're not, but let's say if you're right, then this game would already have plenty of money to fund whatever, right? But it doesn't. Let's just say that it does. Suicide Squad's failure has zero impact on Mortal Kombat 1. They are 2 very separate projects with separate business strategies, with separate marketing, and separate release dates, and separate plans for the future. They have zero, absolutely zero correlation. The reason Mortal Kombat 1 is so bad is because NetherRealm, the people who actually made the game, gave it so little things, so little content, and put so many things behind a stupid fucking paywall, okay? WB is not the problem. Suicide Squad is not the problem. NetherRealm made a bad game. They gave it little shit to do, a bad story, bad character design, and across the board, it is an L product. Okay? We can't not hold NetherRealm accountable. Okay? We can't blame WB for everything. Is WB a problem? Yes. Are they the biggest problem? No. You want to know who is the biggest problem? Fucking NetherRealm, okay? Let's call it for what it is. So for the last minute and a half of his video, he talks about his personal feelings and like a balance patch, which doesn't hold up. I've covered all I can regarding his video. He's 0-3 with his talking points, all of them wrong, you know, with like either basic knowledge or a 2-second Google search. You know, there's a reason I call TrueUnderDawg the worst shill in the Mortal Kombat community. Also, sometimes, at times, I don't even acknowledge TrueUnderDawg as a part of the Mortal Kombat community. I don't. I really don't. I do not acknowledge his presence. He's just another voice trying to support his big daddy overlords. So, yeah, that's really all I got. And that's everything. So, Darth Maul video coming whenever. And this is Lil Metal Detector signing off. Be good people, and good night, America.